Bruce! Are you all right?
I'm fine, Alfred.
I was keeping an eye on you over the security feed.
Well, breaking into my own company was unexpected.
Things could have gone so much worse. That you managed to keep both John and Tiffany quiet was a masterstroke, Bruce. Still, that young woman is smarter than both of us, Bruce. It's only a matter of time before she puts the rest of the pieces together. I heard you reveal that Lucius worked with Batman. But will that satisfy her?
Ich hoffe, das war die richtige Wahl.
She won't stop digging until she gets to the truth.
Ja, wahrscheinlich.
Maybe we should just tell her. I've always regretted not being more honest with you about your father's life.
Ich weiß nicht.
Don't make the same mistake I
versuch
did.
sie zu beschützen.
She shouldn't be left guessing.
Tiffany's safety is more important than the truth.
Just be careful you don't drive her away. With regards to tonight's other catastrophes, your night watchman got a nasty lump on the head, but don't worry, he'll be fine.
Okay.
I've already arranged for him to get a generous payout and an extended vacation. And replaced tonight's offending security camera feed with dummy footage.
Yeah, thank you.
As for Regina, I'm afraid your fashion consultant's cover story is going to cause more problems.
Oh Gott, hätte ich das mal nicht gesagt, aber
Your
es hörte sich so
encounter there
lustig
was
an.
too bizarre to be ignored. Now, after what went on, it'll be a challenge to smooth things over with her. It's all coming so fast. One thing
I
after
trust
another.
you to do what's right. Ja.
You're always so good at this, Alfred. You'll figure out the right thing.
Yes, I suppose I will. Bruce, I know we agreed there was no better way to get to Bane. And believe me, I want to see these monsters pay for what they've done. But this whole masquerade with John and Harley, well, frankly, it's exhausting. Well, be careful and good luck.
Der kann jetzt schon wieder als Batman durch die Straßen streifen, oder wie? Trotz der Verletzung? Wie in alten Zeiten, es war eine lange Nacht. Solche Dinge werden sie umbringen.
Bad signal. Rooftop briefing.
Vor allem gerade die ganze Zeit Englisch und jetzt wieder
Almost
Deutsch,
feels like
ne?
the good old days.
If you mean the city's crawling with masked lunatics and I'm not the commissioner, you're not far off the mark.
That's not what I meant. You've been demoted.
Waller busted me down to deputy ops.
Oh.
Everything's got to go through her office now. Demotion's still tied up in paperwork. For once, the bureaucracy is working in my favor. Here, you're welcome. It's information on Harleen Quinzel from sealed records we dug up at the coroner's office.
Harleen Quinzel's father committed suicide after decades of struggling with mental illness.
Yeah, tough story. Quinzel was a devoted, successful doctor.
But she couldn't save him. Must have been hard on her. The trauma of her father's death caused her breakdown. Turned her into the monster she is today.
Yeah, I know what she's done, but I can't help but feel a little sorry for her. It's gotta be rough on a person.
Tragische Vorfälle
Going
können
through
einen
all
Menschen
that.
verändern. Sparen Sie sich das für Ihre Opfer. Sie hat sich dafür entschieden, eine Kriminelle zu
People are
werden. Ja.
traumatized every day, Jim. Most find a way of dealing with it without having to bash people with a hammer.
I guess you're right.
Gordon, you're dismissed.
Was?
This is still my goddamn station house.
He's
Oder jetzt
forgetting
entlassen
I'm
im
the one
Sinne
who
von,
can
er
make or
soll
break
gehen.
his career right now.
You only remind me
Hören Sie
every
doch
other
auf,
minute.
Waller. Jim ist es
Clearly,
die
I
Mühe nicht
need a better
wert. Werden
method
Sie
of
erwachsen alle
getting the
beide.
message across.
You're both behaving like children.
Watch your tone, Batman.
Or what? You'll put him on timeout?
I've
Nee,
been
dann wird
lenient
sie ein
with
bisschen
you
was
so far,
verraten.
but don't push me.
She's got some kind of leverage on you, doesn't she?
Oh ja, leider.
If she's jammed you up somehow, just say the word. I'll appeal to the mayor, the governor, whatever it takes to get her off your back.
Ich brauche Ihre Hilfe nicht.
I'll
Sie
do
kennt meine
whatever I can to
Identität.
help.
Mischen Sie sich nicht ein. Ich bin mal ehrlich.
She knows who I am, Jim.
Oh, yeah? Well, so do I. You're Batman. That's all you
ja.
ever have to be. That's all Gotham needs you to be. And you, if you're threatening to take that away, you should be ashamed of yourself. I don't want to hear it.
Just supposed to come to Gotham, put the chains on Riddler and his gang, and get the hell out. I'm just saying, this city gets under your skin. Fast. Know what I mean? Best laid plans and all
I appreciate
that.
your efforts. Das ist der Job. I know exactly what you mean.
I do know. This city has made me who I am.
So I've heard. I just wish Gotham produced more Batmans and less Riddlers. Make my job a whole lot easier. I guess you locals see it differently. Agent of Esther. She fought to get on this assignment, you know? Wanted to see her old neighborhood. Wanted to see you. Her hometown hero. She wanted to impress you. She admires what you do for the people of this city.
And it almost
The
got her
respect
killed.
is
Dass sie New
important.
Secret, das ist ihr gelungen.
She certainly succeeded on that front.
She's one of my best. Still, wanting to impress you? It's the same thing that made her move too fast on Riddler. Now there's a lesson learned. So, Wayne Enterprises. Heard you made some new friends.
You're having me followed.
Thanks to you, these very bad people have an EMP and a key that'll open every lock I would want to keep bolted shut. They're clearly planning something. The stakes are too high to leave anything to chance. You know, I actually considered asking you to infiltrate Riddler's gang. Before everything blew up, I knew I could count on you to get me close to them. Close to Bane. You're good at this. Seems like you've already
Dann
won
hören
Harley
Sie auf,
Quinn's
mir zu
trust.
folgen. Danke für das Kompliment. Sie haben mich bis jetzt noch nicht akzeptiert.
What you saw was just a test.
An operation like theirs requires someone with your resources. As long as you don't blow it, they're gonna want to keep Bruce Wayne around until they take him for all they can. Get them away from their base of operations. Somewhere they'll be exposed. When they're all together, out in the open, contact me. I'll be standing by, ready to ambush. We'll take them down when they're at their most vulnerable. Sound good? They'll never know.
Das ist ein guter Plan. Loop in Gordon. Achso, Loop in Gordon, wahrscheinlich Gordon Bescheid sagen, ne? Niemand wird getötet.
You need to involve Gordon.
Ja.
Don't tell me how to run my operation.
His people know this city better than anyone.
And they have their hands filled with other priorities right now.
Ja, zumindest habe ich ein bisschen was
Batman.
versucht für Gordon.
If it gets bad for you, just remember, we're out here.
Ja,
When you're
ja.
in deep like this, you need friends.
Naja, Freunde
Let's say
sind
everything
das ja
goes
nicht
peachy,
wirklich, ne?
and you get stuck in there longer than you'd like. Then what's right, what's wrong, it all gets blurry. And guess what? That's okay. Because you're going to have to do some blurry things that you are not proud of before this is done. You hear me?
I'll do
That's
whatever
just
it
how these
takes. Ich
kinds
werde
of
nicht gegen meinen
operations
Kodex
go
verstoßen.
down.
Sie gehen immer gleich vom Schlimmsten
I
aus.
created Batman to strike fear into criminals, not become one.
Batman's not the one rubbing shoulders with them at the moment. You should think about which one Gotham really needs right now.
Sie sind dabei. Ecke konnte ich jetzt nicht
and
lesen.
then
Ging zu schnell.
Just don't stay embedded any longer than necessary.
I'll be in and out, Alfred. Just long enough to figure out their plans.
Good luck, Bruce. Stay safe.
Wie cool er aussieht.
All right. Here we go.
Hey now! Welcome to our little hideaway and home away from home. The end of the line. We're happy to
Voll die
have you.
Willkommensparty.
Thanks, John.
So mehr oder
You
weniger.
said you'd kill him after you got what you needed.
So what? Ain't a girl allowed to change her mind?
Could someone get me out of these handcuffs, please?
Tell me why I shouldn't kill you.
Kick him. John, a little help. I pay you not to. You need my support, ja.
What I have is influence, and that is worth a lot.
Spoken like a man who has never had to do hard work.
Who the hell wants to do hard work?
I bring us back the transport and the arms we require. You bring back a worthless aristocrat. We don't need his money. We have what we need to finish this. Thanks to me.
He ain't worthless, you overgrown bicep. He already got us an EMP device and the phalanx key. I'll betcha I can find a use for him.
I do not care how much these two swoon over you, Wayne. We don't want you here, and we don't need you here.
Whoopsie.
What the hell?
Turn it off!
Turn it off! Now!
Can you do something about this?
It's Freeze.
Freeze is coming. What have you done?
You need to uncuff me.
Don't screw this up.
You fool!
I can turn it off.
Make it stop, or I will seal you both in ice. I
Ja,
swear,
was soll ich denn machen?
if you don't get that electricity back on immediately,
Mach
I'll
mal alles
send
an,
you to a
beziehungsweise aus.
frozen hell.
Das vielleicht auch noch? Nee, Moment, das war das falsche. Ach, da steht's doch. Mensch, da wird's doch angezeigt. Also, das muss grün sein. Das muss grün sein, genau. Das da unten einmal rot und das da noch grün. Ja, wie matched? Ja, gematcht heißt für mich läuft, oder nicht? Das ist an. Das ist an. Achso, das ist falsch. Ah, ich muss das... Ah, alles klar, ich muss das mehrmals machen. Also, das hier an. Jetzt habe ich das kapiert, warum da First stand. Das hier nochmal aus. Und jetzt soll das bedeuten, dass der Mr. Freeze hier zu blöd ist, um das zu machen, oder was? Also, ich meine, wenn es da angezeigt wird...
Well, at least we know that it works.
I must check on Nora. See how she is. You may have impressed these two, but I haven't made up my mind about crushing your skull.
Fair enough.
Everyone back to work. There's still a lot to get done.
Who put you in charge?
Somebody has to give the orders.
That was a nice job before. Come on up to my office.
Nein, ich will nicht in ihr Office. Oha.
Listen, Bruce. I just want to clear the air a little. You distanced yourself from us back at your office. I don't blame you, after all the trouble I caused. You probably noticed I like to stir things up. It's a bad habit, and, well, it's made me more enemies than friends. I want to say I'm sorry for messing with your people. Your employees. I know
Okay,
they
ich dachte, es
probably mean
wäre
a lot to you.
Spaß. You were out of line. Entschuldigung, akzeptiert. Ja, komm,
Thank you,
bedank's mal.
Mark. Your apology means a lot.
Really? You probably think I'm a terrible person, but I want you to understand. You've seen these animals I work with. In my business, you let your guard down for a second, you get torn to shreds.
I can only imagine.
If I'm always pushing buttons, it's to keep people off balance, you know? Keep them guessing my next move. Keep the real me hidden. I hope you ain't gonna judge me for it. To be honest,
Not for a second. Sounds shady to me. Smarter than I thought. Oh Gott. Besag's mal. Ich mag sie überhaupt nicht, aber
I'll be
trotzdem.
honest, Harley, I wasn't sure what to make of you. I'm impressed.
I'm gonna take that as a compliment. But don't push your luck. You ain't like these others. Bane's a powder keg. Freeze. Well, you saw Freeze. John's sweet. And believe me, he's got heaps of potential. But he's still a growing boy. You, though, you got your head screwed on right. You're reasonable. I can work with reasonable. We're pulling a job tonight. I want you to be a part of it. You already showed you know how to use that EMP
Okay,
better than
only
any
if
of
I
these
can
other clowns.
cut.
I
Count
want
me
you to come
in.
with.
Depends on the job.
I'm in.
Ja, ja,
Just
wir
tell me
sind
what to do.
dabei.
That's what I wanted to hear. All will be revealed eventually. Using that EMP, though, that's gonna make tonight's job a whole lot less messy. And that no-neck asshat Bane, he loves making a mess. People getting killed just makes his day. If you're gonna come with, you gotta convince the others.
Convince them?
It's a real pain in the ass sometimes, but you need a majority opinion for anything big. And bringing you along, well, you got some persuading to do. Let me know how I can help.
Es tut mir leid wegen deinem Vater. Was ist mit Freeze? Oh ja, die Story würde ich gerne wissen. Ich glaube nicht, dass Bane mich mag.
So what's the deal with Freeze? He's unique.
You mean why he's blue and wrapped up in machinery? Accident in the lab. Here's the thing about Freeze. Only thing he gives two hoots about is his wife. He gave up everything to try and save her when she got sick. And I mean everything. Job, health, soul, the whole shebang.
She's dead.
Frozen stiff. Keeps her on ice in the next room while he searches for a cure. Ain't that just kooky?
Was?
I mean, it explains
ist
why
krank,
he
wie
flipped when the
romantisch.
EMP went off. But
Was?
seriously, who does that?
That's sick. And just wrong.
That's the thing about Freeze. He don't see wrong or right no more. All he sees is his blessed Nora. Talking about his wife is the only way to get Freeze to pay attention to you.
Ah, okay.
But watch yourself.
Das ist aber gut zu
His
wissen.
attention ain't always a good thing.
Okay, ich glaube, Bane mag mich nicht. Es tut mir leid wegen deinem Vater. Ja, wir sagen erstmal das mit Bane.
I get the feeling Bane doesn't like me very much.
That knucklehead respects strength and loyalty. Show him you got those, and he'll come around. He's a man's man. I don't got much time for all that burly machismo, but sit him down for a beer or something. He'll hear what you gotta say. He may kill you when you're done, but at least he'll listen.
Ja, super.
Listen, I know about your father. About how you tried to help him.
He was a lost cause that made himself a shotgun lunch. What's that got to do with the price of tea in China? You trying to get in my head, Brucey?
Ich habe auch meine Eltern verloren. Thought you'd want to talk about it. Ich sag mal, dass ich auch die Eltern verloren habe.
I lost my parents too.
I know the story. Everyone in this goddamn town knows the story. It don't make you president of the Dead Parents Club. If I wanted to talk about my pop, I wouldn't have had those records hidden. Which brings me to thinking, how the hell would you know a thing like that? You snooping around my private
put
life?
the gun down.
You
Lügen,
got
ich hab's in
some
Arkham
inside
rausgefunden.
track I don't know about.
I have connections, Harley. Good ones. I dig up everything I can on potential business partners.
A background check? I guess
Oh,
that's only
she's
fair.
impressed.
Still friends?
Yeah, still friends. To be honest, I'm impressed you found that out. Just don't bring it up again.